Hey everybody, this is Mike, and in today's video I want to talk about who influences your trading. Um, People rarely make decisions on their own. And when it comes to investing, a lot of people rely on tips from stock trading professionals or recommendations from family, friends, or investing forums. However, if you look at someone like Warren Buffett, he really doesn't he's not influenced by other people. He does his own research and he looks at the stock quote after he does the research, and if his research puts a price on a stock that's higher than the actual quote of the stock, then he buys parts or the entire company. But we're not all like Warren Buffett, so we do need a little help. All of us are not going to read an annual report or even have the intelligence of someone like a Mr. Buffett to know how to price a company using nothing but just the raw data. So what I want to do is give some suggestions on how you should look at who's influencing your stock making decisions and then come to the best decision when it comes to buying or selling a stock. So what I'd like to do is look at how great leaders act, usually like great heads of state, great leaders of companies. And what they do is they don't necessarily live in an entire bubble. They'll have a cabinet of experts who will give them suggestions and recommendations. But what they do is they listen to everyone and then they make their own decision, and then that decision is final. So in a lot of ways, they're treating the people around their sphere of influence the way Warren Buffett treats information, which is he just takes in all the information and then calculates it in his head and then makes a decision that's final. So all the people that are in your sphere of influence, especially when it comes to making investing decisions, simply take in all the information that you get, whether if you're considering buying stock in Google or Amazon or Tesla, take in all that information, but don't be influenced by one particular person or one particular piece of information to make that stock buying or selling decision. What you want to do is just take in all the information, write out your own rationale, why you think buying this stock is a good idea, maybe write some potential downsides, 5 pros or 5 cons, and then come up with your own decision. When you make that decision final. Don't come up with a decision and then go back to one of these experts, see what they thought, and then have that person influence your idea. You really want to be like one of these great leaders, like these great military generals who will listen to all their advisors, take in all the information, then when they make their decision is final. They don't change it. So one of the specific pieces of insight I would recommend is that give yourself at least about 10 hours of really good research before buying a stock, and that research could be either reading financial reports or looking up investing professional insights to see what they think of that stock. And then when you make that decision to either buy or not buy the stock, make that decision final. Don't waver, because if you waver, you're never going to be sure of yourself when you make a decision. And that'll make you also, once you make that decision and you stand by that decision, you'll be less likely to turn around and sell that stock. Because usually a lot of ways people lose money is they'll buy a stock, and if the stock falls a couple of percent, then they panic and they sell it. That's really one of the worst things you can do, because over trading really just leads to underperformance. So I hope this video has helped you on how using influence affects how you trade and how to become a better decision maker when you make your stock trades. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, thank you. Bye.